Hey gang, what's up? What I've got for you today is we're going to do what we call prepping and painting your CT70 hubs, because some of you guys out there, I don't believe, are stripping them all the way down to make a good finish. And I'm going to illustrate what we mean when we talk about stripping the hub all the way down and starting over. Okay, so we do this on every single hub here at Little Bikes. All right, so got to get your gloves on, get everything proper. So the first thing I want you to do, we have already taken this off and we've got them up here. We've already disassembled the rims away from the hubs. And so what I want you to do is to get this thing separated. Your snap ring, I want you to use your snap ring pliers and just simply take that off. Throw that in the parts bin to be cleaned in the parts washer, and then that will allow this old, nasty, sharp, razor sharp, old sprocket that was worn out about 3,000 miles ago to come off. So what you're going to do is take this off. Now, let's say in the event that this wasn't worn out, my suggestion was to clean it and re-zinc it if they're still good. And the same way with the plastic guard around there, the hub guard, you can actually soak that or vapor hone it and get that to clean up to look brand new. But nevertheless, we're going to set that aside for now. And then I want you to take the rubber bumpers out of here, and I want you to get these guys out and soak those overnight in a cup of hot water, because they will clean up. You can tell if they're stress cracked in these areas through here, you do want to throw them away. But if they're not stress cracked, this is not damaged at all. These are still in good shape. So I want you to take these out and soak those. Now, when it comes to getting the seal out, just use your screwdriver, put your hand over it so it doesn't splash grease everywhere, and go ahead and put that seal and pop that guy out. Okay, so now we've got our seal out, we've got our grommets out, and then you can turn that over and clearly see that we've got a bearing on each side. So we're going to take that bearing, and the company that I use that I probably like the most is Motion Pro, and it's called a blind bearing remover kit. And you will take this kit, and it has a slide hammer to it, and you will pull that first bearing out. To get to the second bearing, you won't have to hook up your slide hammer. You can simply take your long 8-inch punch and drive it through the other side by mounting it up like this. So I would suggest you getting it clear and everything, bearings and all, and clean all that up, and when you go back together, you will install new bearings. Now, with that being said, you can tell you do the same thing to the front hub. It isn't any different. Take the screwdriver and merely just lift up, take out your seal, and throw those guys away. That's going to be our throwaway pile there. This is going to be our soak pile there. Same way here, drive your bearings out. There is not a what we call an inner snap ring to keep that in place. And on this side, so just draw out one side with your Motion Pro removal kit and take that out. Now, what I want to do is slip over to here and say we've got all this cleaned up, we've got it stripped, this is our throwaway pile, and now we're going to come over here and we're going to actually use a beaded glass because it's softer on aluminum, and I want you to notice that we're going to media blast this hub right here. Enough, it works really good. And then take this guy out, and what we do is we kind of come just outside and blow all that nice and clean. Now, here's the secret part about this painting and prepping this. So here's what I want you to do is this hub, let's say today it happens to be about 74 and sunny. So let's say this hub is 70 degrees today. I want you to feel like you get that hub up above 100 degrees. It is aluminum, so the heat will attract very quickly to it. It will heat up quickly. I'm just using a simple, what we call an industrial heat gun, and heating all this area up, okay? So you feel like that you've got your hub nice and nice and heated up. If you have a spray booth at home, I suggest you use that. We don't. What we do here at Little Bikes is we step out the back door and we actually spray this guy. So what I would do is there again, I would put on another pair of gloves, okay, and stick this up here and hold on to this. And then we're going to use Cloud Silver by Honda. And then we're going to give this guy a light coat of paint, okay? So what we're going to do and make sure you get the outer ring right around there. Probably my favorite part is painting these hubs. The paint takes so well to the aluminum after it comes out of the blaster. And when it's a beautiful sunny day, you can see right there how well that guy takes the paint. And literally it will be dry to the touch in 15 minutes. So we're gonna let this set aside. And let that guy dry. I'm going to throw this away. Here you go. So here's what we're after. When we're totally done, we have our tire rim mounted. Everything is mounted right to the hub. All the hub is ready to go. We have our seal in place. We got our rear sprocket in place. This is a 44.2, so it happens to go on an H model, CT70. And we have our bearings installed and everything is ready to go. Thank you guys for viewing today. I hope this tip helps, and please follow along with us, and thank everyone who subscribes to our channel. There's plenty more videos to come.